Right, and good evening, everyone. It's been a long time. It is the first car out on track. Looks like a Red Bull. So that's either 02 cool. Here we go. So that is welcome to preseason testing here at FTR F1 for season 11, and this is F1 23. So enjoy the graphics, enjoy the new cars, enjoy the new handling models. This is going to be fun. I'm quite rusty in this. I haven't been around streaming and commentating for quite some time, so yeah, it also feels like a first for me tonight. But yeah, 13 drivers. I'm sure we'll have 2 or 3 more tonight. We should be 18, so I think we're going to get close to 16 complete. So just to run you through things, it is Barcelona in Spain. So good evening from Barcelona, and this is a pre-season testing session only. So this is not qualifying. It's not a race. It is purely a testing session. We just want to get the feel of the guy's pace, and also we will be looking at driver stability. So let me just run you through the program tonight. I'm not sure why the garage noise is in my ears. I'm just going to try to get rid of that, and not at all. So let's see if I can get rid of that quickly. That's much better. So yeah, just tell me how the sound is and if everything sounds good to you. So yeah, let me just run you excuse me, through the program tonight. The first 20 minutes, from 60 minutes a full practice session to 40 minutes, we will have the hard compound tires, basically for everyone. After that, the drivers will go back into the pits, do some adjustments, and go out on the mediums, and then it will be 20 minutes on the mediums, and then the last 20 minutes will be spent on the soft tires. So depending on what tires the drivers picked, they will have more than one compound. What we will do then from an FTR point of view is we will combine that all into a list. We will publish the first testing session results over the weekend, as well as testing tomorrow night for Group 2. And then we will post the combined pre-season testing results on our Facebook page, FTR Full Throttle Racing F1. And we'll also post it on Discord. 02 cool sets the first flyer on the hard, so 1:14.9. I think a good time around here is probably 1:13.6, 1:13.4. I think we might just see that. And yeah, this is really just for the drivers to get themselves tuned in for the season. So it's upcoming next week, so a lot of things happening over the weekend. There's a lot of things to chat about. Driver reveal, so drivers will pick their own teammates again this season. And this sessions is quite important because we're going to use this telemetry to allow the guys, the drivers, to pick their own cars. So obviously the faster guys will get first option, depending on what division they are in. But yeah, this is not just a testing session. This is all about really getting on it and see how much you can do. So 1:13.8 by Cyberjart. Yeah, there we go. That is the first probably competitive lap time, I think, on the hard. And yeah, it gives everyone a nice feel for the game. J-Boy slots himself into second at 1:14.5. And all assists allowed this season in both divisions. So it's purely on pace, not on assist anymore. And as we go through the last section, the revamped, as he runs a little bit wide there, invalidate himself. But that's a fun thing about testing. You can switch off, you can go into lean mode, build up your ERS again, and start going. And we'll talk a little bit about the drivers and who do we think we need to keep an eye out. First guys that come to mind, if I look at this list on your left, definitely Josh, Nick, Bob, Wezo, Super D, Arno, and yeah, I think they stand out for me at this stage. Let's just pop into YouTube and see if I've got anyone listening to me, which is quite boring. There we go, Shane saying Laka Avi. Dude, it is so nice to be back. I am rusty, so apologies for that. But I tell you what, this will hopefully be a bit of a awakening for me again for the new season, as I'm going to commentate on whatever division I'm not in. as we see the Alfa Romeo of Wezo, or the Alfa Tauri of Wezo going through. And yeah, so a lot of things to talk about. I think I'll chat a little bit later about it. Also, I'm going to run out of things to say. Dixie's saying, "Evening, Avila, glad to have you on the comms, brew, mate. It's good to be back. Haven't done this, so it's good to be back." I see Porfmace has joined us, Willem. So let's see how that goes for us. 52 minutes on the clock so far, so just over 7 minutes gone. And it's Couture Levy with a 1:13.5, and that is a really competitive lap time. I think we can definitely look at that as well as a 1:14.9. A couple of new drivers as well. If you are a regular at FTR, you'll see some new faces tonight. Tiflu, a new face for us. He is in the McLaren. And in this session, so he's the only new guy, I would say, in this session. I'm not sure why Porfmace is not in the session yet. He should be able to take control of his car. Hopefully one of the guys can sort him out. Josh still in the pits. Nick is going on an outlap. Bob is still in the pit. Super D is in the pit. They're probably waiting for a little bit more rubber to be put on and having a look at what times they need to chase. And if you just tuned in to me and to FTR, welcome to Barcelona. And just a reminder that this is pre-season testing for season 11. And this is all about consistent times being set on tires. We'll take the fastest time on the hards of each driver, then the fastest time on the medium compound tire, and the fastest time on the softs. We'll average that out. That will give you your best average for the session. This will happen tonight as well as tomorrow night at 8 for the second testing session for Group 2. And yeah, we will have a combined list to see who topped pre-season testing. That will be on our Facebook page. So if you're not on Facebook yet, get in there, Lois, and get yourself onto Facebook and follow FTR Full Throttle Racing on Facebook. A lot of new content coming. We're excited about a lot of new things, game related as well as league related. See, Porfmace is in the pits now, so good for him. But a lot of new things for us waiting for season 11. Season 11 starting next week on Wednesday, Premier Division, and then on Thursday will be Division 2. I'm not going to tell you which track it is yet. And Nick Gishan is retired, I think. Did he clonk it somewhere? Was that into the pits? I can't see a Red Bull anywhere. I'm not sure if he clonked it. Weird. But what we'll do, there we go. Arnecho, so 1:13.539. That is very close to Couture Levy. And we'll see how close the guys are this season. New game, new ventures. A lot of seeing that Shane is having a squiz at YouTube. Thanks, Shane, for tuning in, as well as Dixie. The two of you, maybe let me know what do you like about the new game and what don't you like. Let's have a look at Tiflu. He is currently on the hard. And reminder that this is not division related. This is purely a random draw of drivers into a testing session, so you might see some big gaps between drivers, but that's what this is all about. And obviously the damage is on, and I'm not sure if we lost Nick because of damage, but he's definitely out of the session, so not much of practice for him. So he's going to go in with a default time. Ooh, a big moment there for Tiflu, and we're going to get on a couple of drivers later on. And we'll have a look at that. I'm just going to take a short break and get some coffee, and I'll be back soon. Alright, seems like we have some issues regarding the lobby, so we're just going to restart this lobby, and hopefully Dixie and Shane will tune in again. So let's just get out of here, and we will be back with you. I think I'm just going to stay on the stream. Maybe I'm just going to mute myself, so just bear with us. Let's just get this right. Right, so apologies, that was my mistake in setting up the lobby. So apologies for that. So it looks like we're all good and we're all back again, and apologies for that. Um, it's painful going through all that myself, so I can't believe or imagine how it felt for you as a viewer and listener. But we'll get it right eventually before the season starts. So this is what testing is all about. It's not just the cars, it's me. So testing, 1, 2. I think I'm okay. Alright, so let's go to full track map, and let's just go to, let's just disable the telemetry so we don't have to have a look at that. And yeah, there we go. So if you stuck with me through all that, well done to you. Extra brownie points for you. So let's see if we can get comments back on YouTube. Let's just see if we have any drivers going out yet. I think everyone is still loading. So 59 minutes. Clock is ticking. And I think as soon as everyone is done on the softs, we'll give it a call tonight. It's going to get running a bit late because of my mistake. So hopefully no one misses work or school tomorrow. And if you do, you can blame it on me. It's fine. I'll chat to the boss. It's all good. Right, so while we've got some time, let's just pop into. I need to take all these messages off eventually. Right, so Dixie's saying that he doesn't like Shane being so fast. So let's just see who is out on the lap. There we go. Let's go around to Cyber. Shane's saying he's loving the new grip on the controller. Yeah, it's very forgiving for controllers. So well done to Codemasters for helping the controller guys out a little bit there. Alright, there's a lot of comments here. Thanks for keeping me company. This is going to be a long session. Alright, so Dixie and Shane having some bromance here, which is nice to see. Well done, boys. Good job. Right, so if you just joined us, welcome again for the second time. I'm going to blame this on me. Yeah, thanks for Shane and for Dixie for sticking with us. I think they're still with us, so thanks for that, boys. And yeah, first testing session of 2 here in Barcelona in Spain. We'll be back tomorrow night again for the driver list number 2. So session 2 of pre-season testing. Zero to Cool will be in the comms box, and he'll probably be joined later by Nick Gishan. So you'll have 2 people to listen to tonight, and not just one bird song like me. Everyone out on track at the moment, except barring Nick, Bob, T-Flu, Arno, and Josh. Yeah, there's still a bit, as I see a Red Bull going out. That's probably Nick Kishan going out. So we saw, what's the late 113.5 earlier, until we had to restart the session. So well done to the FIA for doing that. And yeah, so let's see how the guys do on the hards. First 20 minutes hards, then it's off to the mediums, and then onto the softs, and it's average lap times that we will do tonight. So thanks to Nick and for Zero to Cool for taking screenshots for me when the hard running is done. If you are listening to me while you are driving, I'll sort of like do an announcement when we basically can go to the mediums and then onto the softs. I'm going to take a bit of breaks in between because this is a 60-minute practice session, and it's shouldn't be boring, but it's not going to be as exciting as pre-season or the season start next week. Wednesday night will be Premier Division, Thursday night will be Division 2. We don't know who's going to be in those divisions yet, and this is part and parcel of what we're doing tonight. Cyber goes fastest with a 1:14.5, still probably about a second off of what we saw earlier. But this is, we don't know what fuel the guys are carrying, so a lot of guys might go for multiple runs on the hards. This is a more durable tire, the more durable compound, the white striped hard tire, if you're new to F1. And then to follow the medium compound tire, which has got more grip, less durable than the hards, and then obviously the optimum, or the fastest tire, the soft red wall tire, which doesn't have a lot of laps in it. Spain, Barcelona, very aggressive on times with a new section as we follow Top Gun around in the Aston Martin. This is the new section that we're going to enter now. Basically got rid of that funky chicane that we had and made it a nice long right-hander. So we'll see when the guys get to the soft who goes through there flat out. But in the meantime, I think this is just really to get the hearts. And the whole trick about this testing session is not to DNF, because that will give you a default time. And you want to really be the fastest driver in these sessions on all three tyre sets, or at least on the average. So you can pick your own car for season 11. And I tell you what, there's probably a lot of takers for Aston Martin, the Ferrari faithful, obviously, always, the Mercedes fan club, and then Red Bull. I think there's a lot of guys who want the Red Bull. This is probably the first season, except for last season, that I will not have a Red Bull underneath me. But for now, let's see how things go along. We'll talk a little bit later, maybe on the medium run. We will have a chat about what's coming in season 11. Alright, so Sergeant Panda has also joined us, so welcome Panda, he's on the stream as well. And so it's nice to have Sergeant Panda back after the birth of his child. And also just a quick shout out to Tormund Kills for his little one. His little, I'm pretty sure it's a boy, I think. Tormund, if you are listening, if I do get it wrong, apologies. But he's had a little Tormund in the world now recently. So congratulations to you and the wife. Big shout out to you guys. All the happiness for him and or her. And hopefully they can join FTR when they're a little bit older, when I'm not here anymore. It doesn't give me a lot of time. 113 flat. That is mega fast from Cyberchart. So that is 5 tenths faster than what we saw him do in the first cut-off session. But a 113 flat, that is really good to go so far. So Buezo a 113.6. It's going to be difficult to follow drivers here, because you don't know who's on hot laps and who's not. But we'll try to stick around. Arno Gous pops to mind. So a couple of guys that you need to look out for tonight, as said earlier. And there we go, Nikishin, a 112.9. So that's a mega lap by Nick. So that's one of the guys to look out for tonight, as well as Arno Gous, Super D, Bob, and Josh. That is probably comes to mind to me in terms of fast drivers. And yeah, so this is the Mercedes does look nice in the black, I must admit, so I wouldn't mind having a Mercedes underneath me for season 11. Purple sector there for Arno. We'll see if he can get into the high 112s or the very low 113. Someone's gone off track, and I'm not sure if that's just someone going slow. It's probably just a Merc going slow. Let's see where this brings Arno. Let's see what he does. Gets slightly down there on the hards, which is you expect that kind of thing. Maybe lost a bit of time. I think he lost a bit of time in sector 3 because of that downshift. The 113.2. That's 3 tenths off what Nick's done. So him and Cyber's in there. Wezo is in the pits. He's done his hard run, so he's got the mediums on and he's taking a break. Mediums only allowed after the first 20 minutes. It's gone. J-Boy currently on track in the Alpha Tauri, so let's just get on board with Rizzo, or J-Boy, and let's see if he also gears down, if he's also got that downshift going in the last corner on the hards. Once again, if you are watching, we do not know what fuels these guys have got on, or fuel loads. They've also obviously got their own setups going, but fuel loads might play a role. So let's see if there's also a downshift. Is he coming into the pits? Yeah, and J-Boy's coming into the pits to 113.8. He says enough's enough. Maybe just put a little bit more fuel in, get the tyres cooled down and have another go. Let's just see, Top Gun is on track. Couture Levy is on track. He's invalidated heat lap in the Aston Martin. 0 to cool currently in 9th with a 115.2. Boff Mace, and then the rest of the guys still in the pit, Super D, Bob and Josh. They're probably just waiting for a bit more rubber to be laid out on track. Let's just look at the amount of laps that they've done. So far, it's 4 laps for Cyberchart for his second place on the hards. 4 laps for Boinkies, in 6 currently. Top Gun also 4. Couture Levy, 0 to cool, and Boff Mace. 3 laps for Nick to get that stellar time in a 112.9. 2 laps for Arno Gous, so the 113.2. I'm not sure if he's going to have another go. He might just have an ease-off lap. I see green sectors for him. Let's see if this is going to be an improvement. And as he crosses the line, so is he starting a hot lap now? Let's just stick with him and see into turn 1, right the curb a little bit on the outside, into third. It's weird to see third there, fourth. Rear stepping out slightly. You want to hug this as much as you can, but you see the right hand side tire. There we go. Color change. That's marbles that is being picked up. And purple sector for him. And I think the gear shift is once again a problem. He's got a car in front of him, so hopefully sensible driving here by the Ferrari driver. And it is, so well done. And that's either, it is Bob. No, it's not Bob. I'm talking a lot of nonsense here. That could be Puffmeis. So purple sector for Arno into sector 1. Let's see what his sector 2 time looks like. Stick it in 6th. Keep it on. Good stuff, DRS. He's probably going to use a bit of overtake as well, if available. Because this is practice session. You can use the overtake button if you want. Oh, and he loses the rear. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, that was close. So we're glad we caught that on camera. So that was a close call by Arno. I don't think he's done now 3 laps on those hards. He might just... Yeah, this is very difficult to pick up here, so he's going to have to probably take 2 really slow laps. Let's just see what the guys are on. Puffmeis in, there we go, he is in the Ferrari. He's about to set hopefully a better time than a 1:15.5. We're going to jump to Bob for now in the Haas. Bob is, we'll check his sector times and see how he goes about. So that's purple sector already for Bob. And while we stick with him, let's just go through the comments quickly and see if there's anything for me to worry about. Okay, so Dixie is saying, how's the team's going to work? Right, so I said this earlier, but let me just do this again. So we'll take the average of the hards, or the fastest lap of the hards of a driver, fastest lap on the medium, fastest lap on the soft. We'll average that time out, and that will be your average time for your session. And then you'll be slotted in based on your time. So fastest drivers will be first, second, third, fourth, etc. We'll put that all on a combined list, and then we'll do the division split from a management point of view. So we'll slot drivers into divisions where we think they will be comfortable in. Obviously, we won't get it always right because this is a new game, and people have different paces, and a lot of people can sandbag in the session. But in essence, it will be 1:13.7 there for Bob. Lost a bit of time somewhere, probably sector 2. And as soon as the total list is published for pre-season testing with all 36 drivers on, or 35 or whatever we are, we'll slot them into divisions, and the testing session result will be next to their name. Fastest driver in a division for that specific, or for the testing, combined testing sessions, he will get the chance to pick his teammate, and then they will pick a car. So the fastest drivers will obviously pick their own car. So first we'll pick their car, second, third, fourth, and so on. And that will then give us our car allocation. So it's all based, so car is really just all based on pace. But we will have pick your teammate this season, so you can have your buddy and have a bit of bromance going there. Alright, so Sergeant Panda saying is Ray either a donkey before he drives a Merc. I actually kind of like the black Merc though, dude. Oh, a big running off there. And that was... and a Haas standing there. You must be very careful not getting disconnected there or disqualified. And I think that was T-Flu having a moment there. Yeah, but the black Merc does look hot though, Panda. And Nick doing his thing again says, I think it shakes. Yeah, Nick really doing well so far. So we've got, what, 6 minutes left before the guys can go to the medium. So I think that 20-minute slot was good enough for the guys to get some laps in. As T-Flu pops in, and he's done a 1:15.0, which is really good. Guys who haven't set a time yet is Super D and Josh. So let's just see where Super D is. He is in the Alpine. And let's see how he goes about this. I see a lot of time marks lying here, so obviously grip very difficult to find as he gets into third. And there we go. And ooh, that's almost a DNF. So that almost was a default time for Super D, and you really don't want that because it takes you out of the equation to get a really... I know car sets are equal, but people like different cars. So big moment there for Super D. I'm finding all the right camera angles tonight, so rusty but still okay. Puffmeis is just heating up there. He's on the hard. He's done 8 laps on this hard, so I don't think he's going to improve much. 0 to cool, 5 laps on those hard, so 1:15.2. Everyone else in the pits at the moment. J-Boy 113.8. He's done 3 laps. 2 laps for Bob. So there should be some tire life left in those hearts. So let's see. This green sectors for him looks to be all around. So let's see where this is going to pop in Bob. Chasing a 112.8. 113, yeah, a 113.279. So that takes him to 5th on the hard run, on 3 laps of the hard. And the way he's slowing down maybe tells me he wants to get some ERS going again. J-Boy, there we go. Jason, let's stick with Jason for a bit in the Alpha Tauri. And he's currently 7th with 4 laps, 113.8. So let's see if that can be a green sector for him. It looks like a green sector for Sector 1. Let's look at his split in Sector 2 if he's up or down. On the top right hand side of your screen. Does that in 5th. A lot of guys do that in 4th, but good car control there. A little bit of lift there as it goes through, automatic gears kicking in there. And let's see what Sector 2 time is up. He's 3/10 down in Sector 2, so I don't expect him to go any faster than that. Couture Levy is probably going to try to have another go. He's done 4 laps with a 114.3. Let's see if this is an improvement. He's 3 seconds down, so I'm not sure. He's probably going to have another go, a late go at that. Buffma is currently in 13th with a 115.5. Super D a 118.3. We know he's faster than that, so sandbagging is not going to help much tonight, unfortunately. But yeah, that's almost done for the hard runners. 3 minutes left. So we've missed that slightly, but Josh has gone fastest on a 112.8. That is really rapid on the hard tires. So that's a really good lap time by him. Super D starting a lap now. He's currently in 14th with a 118.3. And Josh setting the pace with a 112.8. Nick Ishin a 112.9. Let's just have a look at what the split is. So 4 hundredths of a second between Josh and Nick, and then there's a 10th difference to the leader, Cyberchart. There's a second covering basically 1st to 8th at the moment. Expect Super D to pop himself somewhere in there. This is probably his last run on those hards. Bofma is probably his last run as well. Let's just have a look at Super D. He's gone through Sector 1, so we'll see what Sector 2 ends up. So this is Bofma's. Let's see what his Sector 2 split will come down to. Super D might be first on his Sector 2 split. 3 seconds up on his time. And that will be... give him a 115 so far, but I expect him to go much faster through this last section. So I expect a top 4 here from Super D, from the times that we can see on the sector split. So let's see where this is going to pop him in. And it is 113.790. That's good enough for 7th so far. And I think that's him done. He needs to get back into the pits to give the guys on the mediums the time to go. T-Flu, that's probably his last run. He's done 4 laps on those hards. Bofmeis is back into the pits. Josh is going back into the pits surely. And then T-Flu is currently on track. Super D just put his lap in for 113.7. So I think I'll take a break in between the hard and mediums. So Torment is around. So Torment, if you are around and you're in the comms, boy or girl, because I did congratulate you earlier. Just want to get that right. This is the boy or girl. And he's saying season 11. Let's go! So yeah, it is. Super D trying to get into Torment. Naughty, naughty. Easy there, Tiger. But yeah, so T-Flu, I expect him to come into the pit surely somewhere along the line. Hopefully he's got the memo around how many laps he can do. Maybe this is his last flyer. 1:15.0 was what he's done before, and he doesn't improve on that. So he needs to get into the pits very soon. Hopefully the guys will remind him on the squad that he needs to get into the pits so that the guys can go out on the mediums. The 20 minutes for the mediums has started. Most of the guys will probably have 2 sets of mediums. And you see some guys, I'm not sure why, they're still trying to go out on hard. But this is a testing session, so quite difficult to explain 20 minutes on each tire session sometimes. But let's keep an eye out for the guys. I am going to take a short break while we've got the wrong people with the wrong tires on track at the wrong time. And the medium runners are just sitting there waiting, so they probably can't wait to get out there. Right, and Torman is saying it's another boy, so congratulations. Before I go for my coffee break, Torman kills. Well done, and big congratulations from all of us at the FTR for little Tormund, another boy. And hopefully he will be able to join FTR when we're too old to do this thing anymore. So congratulations from all of us to you and your wife, and all blessings for the little one, Tormund. Right, so I am going to take a short break. It's only a lot of guys going out on the mediums. I just want to do best. I just want to do the tire that they're currently on. I don't want the best time on there. So I think we've got all the data on YouTube, as well as the guys will take some screenshots. But before the guys get hectic on the medium runners, I am just going to pop in and grab a cup of coffee. And I think I'm going to stick with the beautiful Alpha Tauri with J-Boy. So have a squiz at the Alpha Tauri for season 11, and I'll be back shortly. Right, so the mediums are starting to go. I'm taking it to be, so I've changed the tire choice on the left hand side so that we can see their best laps. And we'll go through the list so far. But everyone should be on mediums. Let's just have a look. And yeah, everyone is on the mediums, so well done to them. And then let's go to our best time. So it is Josh, Nick, and Cyber who's in the top 3 with Wezo in 4th. The Boinkies goes 7th with his first flyer on the medium, so 1:13.362. And you'll find that most of the guys in the session will have 2 sets of mediums. So expect a couple of runnings coming through on the mediums. Let's just talk about season 11 at FTR. A big thank you for Nick for doing really some good editing stuff for us. So So some dates to be aware of. We're gonna have season 11 starts officially next week with race 1. It will be a 10-race calendar and 2 divisions, Wednesday and Thursday nights. This season we'll also have the best overtake challenge, which is something that one of our team members or management team, Hanku, the 02 Cool, will be managing, and we'll put that on Facebook so you can check your good overtakes. We'll get all the overtakes into the overtake channel as Nick goes fastest with a 1:12.5, and then the guys will vote and we'll pick the best overtake for the week. That will go into the draw for the end of the season overtake. That will be posted on Facebook, and then we'll do that for all the races, 10 of them. We'll have 10 of the best overtakes, and then hopefully we can get some viewers involved in that as well to vote for the best overtake for the season. We're also working on a new hot lap challenge starting in season 11. That should probably start in race 2. That will just be like an added bonus to FTR. Which is probably not gonna. We don't think as yet it will have any impact on the drivers' championship, but we're still working on that. But then the same stuff as last year. Positions up into 12 gets points. New for this season will be 3 sprint races. We'll also have 4 races out of the 10 that will be dynamic weather. So whether it rains or not, it's up to the game. And then 6 of those races will be dry. 4 of them will be dynamic. All the sprint races will be dry. And yeah, so it will be a short qualifying of 15 minutes to determine the grid for the sprint race. The sprint race, and then the result of the sprint will lead to the grid for the full race. So that's going to be fun. It's a new thing for FTR. So happy that we're doing something new. To see who's on track currently. Nick Ishin's still on top of the 1:12.5. Yeah, the drivers can pick their own teammates. We've spoken about cars a bit earlier. And then, yeah, just a special shout out to Nick for the new graphics for season 11. We will tell you when that is going to go live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can go check out our new trailer for season 11. We're probably going to try to get it on this weekend, so you can go and have a look and let us know of what you think of our new trailer, a short video just for season 11. A lot of hard work put into that, and I must say I had a look at it yesterday and it looks absolutely fantastic. So well done team, FTR management team, for getting that out. All assists allowed this season as well, so yeah, purely based on pace and not on assists anymore. And yeah, if you've got any questions regarding season 11, not trying to give too much away, please ask me in the comment section in YouTube, and I'll gives me something to talk about as well. And I'll try to answer your questions as much as I can, or as honest as I can, not giving away too much for season 11. But currently we are in testing, 31 minutes gone here in the first testing session in Barcelona, Spain. It is Nick Ishin that's on top of the 1:12.5, followed by Josh Saba, Wezo Arno. Just want to see who hasn't set their best lap times yet. So Josh, Cyber, a lot of guys still need to put a lap time up on the mediums. So we'll see, because Josh goes fastest with a 1:12.399 on those medium tires. I'm going to try to give everyone airtime tonight. It's a bit difficult to do testing sessions because you don't know who's on a flyer and who's not. We've been with J-Boy, 02 Cool in the extremely beautiful Red Bull racing car, the RB, whatever it is, RB19, I think. We've been with T-Flu. Let's just have a look. We haven't been really with the Poinkies, so let's get on the Alfa Romeo of Poinkies. And let's see if we can have a good lap here. So 30 minutes left in this first testing session. It's the first for FTR this season. Hopefully the season will have full comms for both divisions. And hopefully I'll probably be joining you for most of the weeks in our endeavor to find a commentator for FTR. So obviously losing Weber, which was a big loss for us. But I'm pretty sure he will be back nonetheless eventually in one of the seasons. Ooh, a bit wide there from Boinky, so struggling to find a bit of grip on that right-hander. Couture Levy, that looks like a really good lap time by him, a 1:12.663 on the medium, so a really good lap time there by him. Arno still in 4th, and Boinkies still in 8th. New additions to the game, as you know, as everyone would know who's got the Formula 1 game, is the new red flag system. So we're definitely going to have red flags in FTR this season. We've done some testing last weekend around how that works. So we will find the best happy medium for FTR's drivers in terms of car damage, safety car sensitivity, as well as the red flag sensitivity. But that is definitely something exciting. Like I said, 10 races in season 11, season 12. After that, we'll also have 10 races. And hopefully we can get some close competitive racing. We might get it wrong in season 11 because of the new game, everyone having different pace. But yeah, we will hopefully move drivers not too late in the season to be more competitive somewhere else. Don't want someone to run away with the championship, unless it's in Premier Division. Then we just know they're too fast for FTR. But yeah, very excited of having, at this stage, we are very close to 2 full divisions, so very blessed and very happy with that. Just a couple of more drivers that needs to join FTR. So if you haven't joined FTR yet and you are watching, or a mate of you are watching, if you haven't joined FTR yet, please join us. It's a PlayStation only league. We do not do crossplay. We'd like to stick with what we know, and there is space available, so it would be awesome if we can get some new drivers for FTR. And if you don't know how to join, pop us a Facebook message, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And you can join our Discord community, and you can be part of us. A big run wide there by Top Gun. Let's just see if anyone else. Cyber is currently out. Bob, we've been with. Maybe we should spend some time with Couture Levy when we get the possibility, when he's out on track again. But 14 drivers tonight. We're missing Shakes, who's probably going to miss some of the season. He's also had a new addition to his family, so congratulations, Shakes, on your new addition. So he might be missing in action for a bit for the season. Sorry, Torment. Torment might be missing for most of the season, not Shakes. Shakes, yep. If your wife's angry, apologies. But Shakes is working different hours than some of us, so he is not be able to join tonight, but he will definitely be in some of the races this season. So we're missing him. We're missing Torment. Will take us to 16, and then we're just missing one more new driver. I think it's Brian Lee Johnson. We're missing him, but hopefully he can join us tomorrow night, as we've got space tomorrow night to allow drivers that couldn't make it tonight. But hopefully we can have some good turnarounds this season in lobbies. So people starting to pit. There's 6 minutes left, and at this stage it is Josh who topped the timesheets in on the first 20 minutes on the hards. He's still topping the timesheets on the mediums, 1:12.3. Negishan also in second, same as on the hards. Couture Levy popped himself into third. Bob in fourth. Arno in fifth. Super D is on an outlap. You can see so many marbles on that Alpine medium, so it's nice to warm your tires, but you probably don't want to pick up too many marbles. It's just gonna put you a little bit on the back foot. Shake's saying he is looking forward to the season, but yeah, hey, we do what we need to do. Life gets first, and quite happy to have you for the 2 weeks that you will be joining us in FTR for racing. The rest of the time, if you are at work, hopefully you can follow us and give us a like on YouTube or on Facebook. So keep your eye out on Facebook as well, and hopefully he can redeem himself after the 2 horrible seasons. I had a horrible season before that, or last season. It wasn't really a full season. I think everyone was just too excited about the new game. But we are here now, and we are super stoked and excited for season 11. And just a big shout out from me, Avi, to everyone who joined FTR again, who's come back to Discord. Thanks for staying with us. We've taken all your suggestions to heart. I think most of it we've implemented in some form or shape, trying to keep everyone happy. and it's a renewed team with myself, Avi, Nick Gishin, and Zero to Cool as a management team, and we're trying to give you the best league racing experience that we possibly can. You can't keep everyone happy at the same time, but the majority of the drivers you can, and it's all about quality at FTR, not so much quantity. So we'd rather have less drivers and good racing than more drivers and bumper cars. So yeah, so very blessed to have FTR, and for myself as well, season 11 for FTR. Now I don't want to work that out into years because some of our seasons were 20 races long, but I think it's been 4 years for FTR. So very blessed, and thank you very much for everyone. I think we'll definitely have something. We'll do the math around a little bit and see what is a big landmark for FTR, and we'll do something special for all our drivers. Maybe maybe a chat to the management team about that. I am going to just take a short water break as we let's just have a look. Let's follow Willem around. Boffmeis, we haven't been really with him. Let's follow Willem around while I take a short break. Right, so if you just joined us, we've got 22 minutes left of the first pre-season testing session here at FTR for season 11, and it is more or less the same order as it was on the Hearts, with Couture Levy putting himself up there in fourth. But it is Josh leading the way with Nick and Arno following. The guys that we knew that we had to keep an eye out. No surprises there with Bob and Super D. Cyber currently in 7th, but he's in the pits. Ooh, there's a bit of racing going on here. And both of them going into the pits. That's Boffmeis. Into the pits, and I think he just clonked the wall. Yes, he did. And how many streamers have done that on YouTube and on Twitch on the new game? Everyone warned everyone really about that corner. So that is Boffmeis done for the session. So at least he set some times. So we'll give him an average baseline lap time for softs based on his position on the hards and on the mediums. But that's an early night for the Ferrari driver. Basically imitating what's happening in real life with Ferrari. Ferrari not getting their act together this season at all. Ooh, a bit wide there for T-Flu. He's one of our new drivers, so welcome to him, to FTR. And Josh goes even faster, and that's probably a new set of mediums, so 1:12.304. 20 minutes left. The guys are going to have to get a move on, especially if they've got 3 or so soft tires. Traffic can play a role here. So you don't want to pop out in this testing session with lots of cars in front of you. You want to get a clean lap in. But I think the majority of the drivers will have at least 3 softs to go out on. But Boffmeis slightly missing out on that T-Flu 14th with a 1:15.0. You can catch us again tomorrow night, and I'll remind you a little bit later, just before the end of the stream, that we'll have a testing session 2 tomorrow night, same place, same time, 8 o'clock. It will be Barcelona and Spain. This time in a comms box, it will be Zero to Cool and later joined by Nick Gishan, hopefully. And they will take you through the practice session tomorrow night of another 15, 16 drivers. So we can get a combined time sheet up. You can catch that probably on Saturday. I'm trying to think Saturday or Friday, maybe as early as Saturday morning on YouTube, on Facebook, as well as gives management a bit of time to also sort out the divisions in terms of drivers, and so you can see also the divisions on Facebook this weekend. And yeah, then it's off to the races really. It's almost time then for lights out for the first season open race next week, Wednesday. I'm not going to tell you what that is. So the calendar reveal is over this weekend. We will tell all the drivers, and it will be on Facebook as well. So all the comms on Discord will be on Facebook. We're trying to grow our audience on Facebook as T-Flu pops in. Please don't knock the wall like everyone else did, and he did. That is commentator's curse. My word. He did the same thing, knocked the same wall, and that's also session done for T-Flu in the McLaren. So one McLaren, one Ferrari out, and it is soft time. The guys will go out on the softs now, and they will definitely improve. So I'm just going to go on the best lap time. We'll see how much they improve. But yeah, a lot of things happening over this weekend. So watch out for, have a look out on Facebook so you can see all the new comms coming through. And a lot of guys out on track at the moment. So Nikishin currently out on Ochos, out Cyber Wezo. So this is the soft run. This is the last 20 minutes of free testing for season 11 for Group 1. And tomorrow night will be Group 2. So we'll see. So Cyber did not improve his time on the mediums. He basically set his best time on the hards, the same as J-Boy. So both of them not really finding the pace on the mediums for whatever reason that might be. But most of the drivers will pop into the softs now, and probably only one lap in those softs really. I don't think there's two laps on the softs. Very abrasive track surface, a lot of high-speed corners that puts a lot of load onto the tires. So tire pressures and tire temperatures a big role here in Spain. Yeah, we'll see if Spain features in season 11 or if that's going to fall over to season 12 later on during the year. But our main focus is on the big revamp for season 11. And once again, if you've got any questions regarding season 11, please give me a shout. I'll try to answer that without giving anything away and to the best of my ability to give you some good answers. And any other answers or questions related to FTR, please give me a shout. Right, so as we followed Nick around there, he pushed himself up into second with a 112.1. 112.0 for Bob. Arno Gous was in the lead there for a bit of time with a 112.1. And now it's Josh going top of the time sheet with a 111.6. That is almost, what, 3 tenths? Just under 3 tenths. Faster than, just over 3 tenths faster than Bob. Arno is back into the pit. Cyberchild put himself into fifth on his first run. One lap on those softs, so 112.2. Couture Leby has not improved yet. Super D slots into second with a 111.857. Couture Leby still in seventh now, being pushed down by Super D. Wezo done his fastest lap at 112.704 on the softs. J-Boy 113 flat. Then Boinky's a 113.1. Top Gun has not set a time on the softs yet. Still his medium time being recorded. And then 0 to Cool as well. So he's invalidated his lap. So just over 13 minutes left to go in this session. So it's fun to be back. Thank you very much so far for everyone who's kept me company on YouTube. It's been a pleasure so far. And please, if you are not racing or if you are not testing tomorrow night and you are part of the FTR team or the FTR drivers list, please pop in tomorrow night to support Zero to Cool in the comms box. Give him something to talk about. Follow the drivers around. Give them your support. And yeah, let's give the guys. Zero to Cool is retired. I'm not sure where. And that's also pit entry. So pit entry seems to be a problem for everyone around here. So he will also get a default time on the softs. So he's also out of the session. He might just be able to join me in the comms box. I'm not sure if he's going to be in the mood to do comms after that moment. But let's see. J-Boy is in 9th currently with Wezo. So Couture Leby, we're still waiting for him. So he probably didn't have the best of laps on those softs. He should have enough soft tires to get to the end of the session. So he should have another run there. So let's see if he can do. So Cyber and Nick need to remove the sandbags. Yeah, I think it's all about it's still fine tuning in the sessions, Shakes. So I don't think anyone comes into the session with the best setup yet. I think they're tweaking as they go along. Maybe some more wing, maybe some camber settings as they go onto the different tires, which you can't do obviously when you are in race trim. As we look at a Mercedes with no nose cone, so he was pushing, or else he wouldn't have had no nose cone. But I think it's also trying to find that baseline setup for you that accommodates both tires. And I'm glad at FTR we're actually doing this practice sessions, because it might be a long stint for me as a commentator, with not as much excitement as probably qualifying or race. But I think this is important, and it gives us invaluable data to work through as a management team for the next couple of days. And very looking forward to tomorrow night to see what Group 2 can cough up and see how they slot into. And this is really a fast group with Josh, Super D, Bob, Nikish, and Arno Gous, Sabajad, Couture Leby, who was Division 2 last season. You've got some fast drivers here with Wezo. If I just think about tomorrow night, you'll also have some really fast drivers tomorrow night. I think we've got Zardi and Imi Alonso tomorrow night, which is horribly fast. You've also got Jaco Nagel, who's extremely consistent and fast. It's going to be fun to see him on track. So there is going to be fast drivers tomorrow night. It's a pity that we're probably not going to see Ron Skitter tomorrow night. He just relocated to Cape Town. He's Joburg Boykie and moved down to Cape Town. We wish him at FTR all the best for his move and his new endeavours here in Cape Town. He's going to still stay with FTR. He'll get sorted hopefully before race 1. But a big shout out to a good mate of mine, Ron, and all the best for you and the fam in Cape Town, and looking forward to doing some great visits to you. Right, so Boinkies is on a outlap. Let's want to have a look at Arno. He is currently in Sector 2, so let's just see if he's up or down. In Sector 2 he's not using any, no, he's not using ERS, so that's probably just a cooldown lap, or he's coming back into the pits. Let's have a look at Nikishin. Is he pushing? He is basically screw this time in Sector 2. So he lost a bit of time in Sector 3. Don't think that downshift was necessary. Probably lost a tenth or two there. He's got a purple Sector 2. So that's great to see. So let's get on board with Nick and see how he fares through. I think he lost a lot of time in Sector 3. So let's see if he can make all that time up. He did a downshift here earlier. Let's see if he sticks to 7th. He's still downshifts again. And let's see if this is going to be a better time. I just think you're going to be, yeah, a 1:11.9. And that brings him up into the top 3. A 10th away from Super D. So great lap time there by Nick. Probably got one set left. Wezo is currently on track. Let's just look at Sector 1 for Wezo. There's going to be no Sector 1. He's just taking polystyrene boards with him. So he probably doesn't like the advertisements too much. J-Boy currently the pits. Poinkies. Ronald is out on track. So let's follow him around a bit. This is a competitive lap time from the looks of it. He stays in 7th. Yeah, he's saying to the Alpha, stick to it. Let's see what this is going to put him. Puts him in 10th, 1:12.927. So that's 9th for Ronald. A good lap time there by him. He's probably got another set or 2 waiting in the garage for him. So good lap time by him. We've lost a couple of drivers, and it's all due to the pit entry. Yeah, pit entry ran a bit too wide, went into the wall, and session over. But they will be allocated an average delta time for the softs, based on their performance on the mediums and the hards. Chiefly will obviously get a baseline for medium and softs because he did not put a lap time up on the softs. But at least 0 to cool and 4 planes, we can get some delta times. So J-Boy currently on track. Jason, it's nice to have him back as well. So Ketua Levy is on an outlap. He hasn't set a competitive time yet on the soft, so definitely battling to get a lap together on the soft tires. And just a friendly reminder from me, all comms out this weekend on Facebook and on Discord regarding the time trial, or the not time trial, the pre-season testing results per group. Ooh, running wide there by Top Gun. Also, the combined timesheets for pre-season testing here in Barcelona, and then obviously the big thing for us is race 1 of season 11. That will be next week, Wednesday, for Premier Division. They kick it off for us, and then Division 2. Right, let's just stick with Ketua Levy while I just go for a short break. He has to set a lap time on the soft jet to 1:12.663. So he needs to get a lap time in on the soft. He's got just over 5 minutes left, so he's got time for a hot lap, an in lap, and maybe another flyer. That will be then session done for him. So hopefully he get a lap time in on the softs. Alright, so as I return, I'm extremely happy to see that Couture Levy did improve his lap time on a soft 12. 1:12.527. So that is at least a bit of comfort for him. He's got enough time to probably slap on another set of softs if he does have. But Warren, currently it is still Josh who's in the pits on a 1:11.6, Super D 1:11.8, Nick Gishin 1:11.9, 1:12 for Bob, 1:12 flat for Cyber, and then Honor close to the 1:12.1. He is currently on an outlap, so we'll follow him around. Let's just look and see what is it to the leader. So basically a second from first to ninth so far. So that is good to see. Wezo is currently on a lap. He's 2.5 tenths up. He was. So he did improve, yeah. 0.77. So he's improved. He's currently in 7th position. He's going to have an in-lap. He's probably going to have enough time if he gets to move on. Couture Levy into the pit, same as J-Boy, same as Boinkies. Top Gun is currently on track. He's invalidated. And his tires don't look the best at all anymore. You can see the variation in color. So, yeah, he's going to need some new boots. Yeah, Shakes is saying top 6 is looking good. Yeah, they're looking good. This once again, we don't know what fuel the guys have got on. We don't know how much sandbags have they put in to the back of the diffuser. So this is all fun and games, but this is part of racing. This is part of FTR, and we would like to have some banter and some games and politics. It's part of F1, and it's good to see. Top Gun has not improved. No, he has not improved on his medium run. So he's not going to have enough time to pit and put new boots on, so he's going to have to go for it. I don't think there's enough time for him. A couple of guys out on track again, which is Nick Gishin. Arno Gous is also out on track. Boinkies is on an outlap. So he's going to start another lap. Let's just see what Nick... Oh, he's had a moment. So Nick Gishin has been disqualified for parking in a dangerous location. But he has put up some good lap time, so he's just going to pull to the side and park the Red Bull there. So he's currently... we have his lap time, so that's not the end of the world. So we know what he did. Outlap for Super D. Arno is on a lap, but he's 7 seconds down. So it's probably just a prep lap for him. Couture Levy has also retired from the session, so he's done with his session. Currently good enough for 7th. Let's just have a look at fastest laps. Here we go. So 1:12.527 for Couture Levy. Outlap for J-Boy. Boinkies is on a lap. He's a 10th, just almost 2 tenths that he's improved there. So let's see. Okay, so that's Boinky's done, so pushing extremely hard. Top Gun, he is down currently. J-Boy is down. Arno is down. Cyber, let's just have a look at Cyber, if this is going to be an improvement for him. A 1:12 flat at the moment. Any improvement might just jump him to 3rd. So let's just see where this is going to leave him. Yes, it's down again. So what's this going to be? 1:12 flat. My word, that's a good lap by him. That gives him 3rd position. Super D, he's down. Josh is basically square with his time. Is he going to go faster? Half 500ths up in sector 2. So let's see what sector 3 is going to hold for him. Purple sector for him. And let's see, this will probably be the last lap of the session. I don't think anyone's going to improve. Cybercharge is done. Arno is done. Oh, might have lost a bit of time there. Did he? No, he didn't. Almost a tenth up. 1:11.596. What a good lap there by Josh. So that looks like it concludes testing for us. Cyber just finished his lap, so he's not going to improve. So for testing 1, as we finish off here in Barcelona and Spain, it is Josh who tops the timesheets in pre-season testing 1, followed by Super D, Cyberchart, Bob, Arno. Nick Gishan is in the top 5. We will just get his time after his disqualification, so that's all good. But that is testing done and dusted for you. So yeah, it is a good run to season 11. So well done to all the drivers tonight, all 14 of them. And I think this is a good feel for the game. It's always different when you race online lobbies versus when you do it actually for a league. More pressure. But yeah, I think no big surprises here for us with Josh, Super D, Cyber, Bob, Nick, Arno probably clocking the top 6. Wezo in 7th in essence, Gatur Levy in 8th. It will be J Boy, Boinkies. Maybe a little bit of a surprise here with Boinkies. Not sure how much, what was the amount of sandbags he's had in his diffuser. But he is in 10th. So yeah. But I'm going to try to run you just through the final standings. But that's only based on softs. It's not based on the average time, which we will use. But there you go. That's just the soft run times. But it is Josh on top, followed by Super T, Cyber, Bob, Nick Gishan will fall in there. Arno. Bit of a surprise there for Boinky. It's not the best of sessions for him in 9th. Top Gun in 10th. Zero to Cool, whose wheel has basically given up on him, so he was on a controller tonight. Couldn't get a good lap time in. And that is in 11th. I am going to sign off. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Thanks, Dixie. Thanks, Shakes. And everyone who was tuned in and listened to me. Thank you very much for joining us. Please tune in tomorrow night to support Zero to Cool for his session as he streams and commentates. Take 2 of preseason testing in Barcelona. From my side, Avi, thank you very much for joining us. And I will see you soon next week as we head off to race 1. Ciao, ciao.